What's up, Jacinda? Hi, Helia. Happy Tuesday, guys. Hi. All right, cool. Just give it another minute or two until we get started. What's up, Jen? You just need a mat today. I'm gonna wait until a couple more people. Everyone came in at the same time. What's up, you guys? Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Maureen. We are gonna use a wall today just for the second block. We just have a couple exercises using the wall. So you can see my mat is against this wall here. I'm gonna have my feet like this. So if you have a wall nearby that you can set your mat up next to, you can go ahead and get that situated now. Or if you have a wall that you just want to switch to for that second block, you can do that. You can also have your feet up on like a couch or a chair, something at that same level, where if you were like in a tabletop position, you want that 90-degree angle. So feet against a wall or feet on a chair, something like that for your second block. And again, you'll have a little bit of time to transition into that. So just note that for second block, we'll need a wall nearby. Other than that, you do not need any equipment. What's up, Jess? Hi, Jay. Thanks for joining us. Cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to go over the format of the workout real quick, and then we'll get started. What's up, Erica? So it's going to be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds in between exercises. Each block is 6 exercises, and we'll repeat it twice. So the first one, we're going to be doing 3 plank variations and 3 back extension variations. So you'll be doing back extension, plank, back extension, plank 3 times through, and then we'll do that twice. It sounds like a lot. It sounds confusing. Once we get going, you'll be like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm going to show you the first exercise before we get started. The first one's more of a warm-up, but it is a plank variation. So we're starting in a high plank position. You're going to step one foot out to a runner's lunge. You're going to twist towards that leg, come back down, and step to the plank. So we step out, twist, plant the palm, and then step back to your plank. That's going to be the first 45 seconds. After that, I'm going to show you the next exercise. So you're going to lie down on your belly, and I'll show you the next one after that. So for now, all you need to know is that lizard with rotation. Get ready to start. You're going to find a high plank position. Once I hit this timer, we have 5 seconds before the workout begins. I'm going to hit this timer, and we start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we step the right foot outside the right hand, twist the torso, plant the palm, step back to plank and switch. Step the left foot out, twist left, plant the palm, step back and switch. Now this movement should be slow. It's the first movement of the workout. You're just getting everything warmed up, getting the body moving. When you step that foot out, you want your foot flat onto the floor, and you want to start stepping it a little bit wider and further forward. As you twist towards the ceiling, you're pressing one palm into the ground as the opposite one reaches straight to the ceiling. We have about 8 seconds, and then you're going to lie down onto your belly. I will show you the next one in 3, 2, 1. Your arms are forward, chest is lifted, and we're just lifting and lowering the arms. We're going to be here for 45 seconds. Eyes are down, but the chest is up. Knees are up, feet are down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we just lift the arms and lower. We lift and hold and lower. So a little bit of a pause and control down. Your thumbs are up towards the ceiling. Your palms are facing in towards each other. You're squeezing your glutes. You want the sit bones just gently squeezing together. The glute activation helps to support your lower back in this position. Your abdominal connection is also important here. Yes, even when you're lying on your belly, your abdominals should be engaged here. So you want to feel like your belly button is lifting up off the mat, trying to pull up towards your spine. The whole back side body is working with the focus on shoulder mobility. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Okay, next plank variation, we have alternating side planks. So we're going to turn to one side, come back to center, turn to the other side, back to center. We start in 5 seconds. You can go forearms if you would like in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Twist open. Plant the palm, twist the other way, plant the palm. So we're just alternating sides. Now you want, again, to really press into the mat with your bottom arm, with that supporting side. Reach the opposite arm straight up through the ceiling. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Now you can look down towards the mat. You can look straight forward, or you can look up towards your top arm. Any of those 3 positions are acceptable. Just find what feels good for you. And if you need to modify, you can always do any of these plank variations on your knees. We're gonna lie back down onto our belly in 3, 2, 1. So now we have arms out like a T, same position, your palms face forward. We're gonna lift the arms up and down. Palms are forward, thumbs are up. My toes are down, but my knees are up. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze your butt, lift the arms and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So with the legs, they're straight, they're turned out, and they're active, but they're not, the feet are not lifted. Your knees are. And you're gently pressing your hip bones down into the mat. When you lift your sternum up, you want that lift to come from your mid-back. So your low back is not arched here excessively. We're working on scapular mobility with the arm movement. Think of squeezing your shoulder blades together as you lift and feeling them separate as you lower. A little bit of a pause at the top. You'll feel this in the shoulders and the muscles around the scapula. You're here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, prone, narrow lifts. What does that mean? Oh, that's not the right one. Plank, row to kickback. Okay, so you're gonna plank. You're gonna take one arm to a row, tricep kickback. Bend it, set it down, and switch. We start in 3, 2, 1. So when you row, you take the elbow to the rib cage, then kick it straight back. Bend the elbow, set it down. You're gonna make a fist as you lift your hand off the ground. So you make that strong fist, kick it back like a tricep kickback, then bend it and set it down. Now as you do this, you wanna go slow with the arms so you can actually feel the triceps contract as you press back. You can also bring your feet closer together to make that more challenging to stabilize. So you're gonna have less stability the closer your feet are. Okay, so the next one is that prone position, last exercise of this block, and then we'll repeat it. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie all the way down. This time your palms face inward, arms close to your body. We're gonna lift straight up and down. This one also works the triceps. We start in 3, 2, and 1. Lift your straight arms up and tap the thumbs down. Lift and pause and tap down. So again, your chest stays lifted, head is lifted. Now to avoid straining the neck, you have to look straight down towards the mat. If you feel any wrinkling in your neck, or if you can see the wall in front of you, you gotta look down just a little bit more and find the ears in line with your shoulders. Keep the palms pretty close together, so they're close to the body, really narrow. Gently press the hip bones down as you lift those arms up. 10 seconds to go. We're going back to that lizard to rotation. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So next one, we're going back to high plank. We're gonna step one foot out, twist the torso, plant the palms, step it back, and switch. We'll start that in 5 seconds. Round 2, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Step the right foot out, twist open, plant the palm, step back to your plank. Left foot out, twist, plant the palm, and plank. Look up towards your hand as you twist. Reach your fingertips through the ceiling. And we want to avoid over twisting. So it's important that the arm goes straight to the ceiling rather than back behind you. If you want to increase the range of motion, do it with the legs. Walk them further forward and further wide. We have about 10 seconds here. We'll feel a big stretch on the back leg hip flexors and the front leg glute muscles. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie all the way down. Arms are forward this time. No, they're not shoulder distance. They're a little wider than shoulder distance. Think of like a Y or a V shape. Legs turned out, knees up, feet down. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift the arms up and tap down. Lift and pause and tap back down. Squeeze and hold. So notice on this second set how your arms are moving way more than they did on that first set through. So we're increasing the mobility in the shoulders. We're strengthening the entire backside body. I know this position is not the most comfortable position ever, but it's very important that we strengthen our posterior chain or our back side. Because of the positions that our daily lives keep us in, we're typically seated and rounded forward. So all these back muscles get long and weak. So this is gonna help with our posture. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating side planks. You can do these from your elbows. If you're in a forearm plank, just make sure your hands are not clasped, they're separated, or you can do them from your high plank. We started in 5 seconds. Alternating side planks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twist open to one side, come back center, twist, pause, come back center. Now, side planks, especially up on the hands, are pretty easy to do incorrectly. So I want you to think of really lifting your bottom hip up away from the mat as much as you can. So you're trying to create this big arc in your bottom side body. Really exaggerate how high you're lifting the hip and how much you're pushing that bottom hand into the ground. So just like we practiced on the lizard with rotation, you're pressing one arm down as you lift the opposite one straight through the ceiling. Reaching the hands in 2 opposite directions, and we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie back down, legs turned out, knees are up, feet are down, arms to a T, palms face forward. So your thumbs are facing the ceiling, squeeze your butt. We start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the arms, pause, and tap back down. Squeeze, hold it, and tap back down. Keep your fingernails reaching to the side walls. Crown of your head is lengthening forward. So notice not only how the arms are moving a lot more, but try to get the sternum up a little higher, maybe a little further forward. Feel the length in the front body. Squeeze your sit bones together, feel your glutes activate. The hamstrings are working, the spinal extensors. These are the muscles that run along your spine that keep the spine erect and your posture vertical. These muscles are strengthening with an isometric hold. We're here for 5 seconds. We have that plank row to kick back in 3, 2, rest. So plank position, just like a bent over row, but you're in a plank, you're gonna pull up to the hip, kick it back, bend the elbow, and then come back down. We start that in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right elbow up, kick it straight back, bend it, set the arm down. Left elbow up, kick it straight back, bend it, and set it down. This is another one where it's easy to go through the movement without actually engaging your tricep. I want you to make your fist and squeeze that arm back all the way straight. Go slow, pause for a second until you can feel your tricep muscles shorten and contract before you come back down to the mat. One goal is to keep steady so that we're not rocking side to side. Another one here is to reach the crown of your head and your knuckles in opposite directions as you kick back, so you're keeping the spine super long. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Lie on your belly. Last exercise of this block, your arms go close to your body this time, palms face inward. Again, you want to push the pelvis down, lift the chest up, and we start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift the arms up and tap down. Lift, hold it, and barely tap it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through our transition because it's quick. So the next block, we're going into block 2 next, and we need to be against a wall for this one, either a wall or you can have your feet up on a couch or a chair. If none of those things are accessible, you can do the bridge work with your feet on the mat. But if possible, find a wall or a chair to come up to during this next transition. The next exercise is not a bridge, but the one after that is, so you'll need to be in that position already. We have 5 seconds. I'm going to show you the next one as you move in 3, 2, 1. So find your wall, close to it. You're going bicycle crunch with flexion. So your legs are in tabletop, hands behind the head. I'm going to lengthen the left leg, lift and twist right. Come back down, lengthen the right leg, lift and twist left. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We lift and twist. You're twisting towards the bent leg. Come down slow. Lift and twist to the other side. So you're rotating towards the bent leg. Your straight one is reaching all the way through the wall in front of you. You're pointing the toes. You're flexing the quadriceps. Those are your thigh muscles. You want them engaged as you straighten the leg. So not just about the core. And keep going here, guys. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, control down. The next exercise is a bridge. We're going to scoot up to the wall or whatever you have near you, and we're going to put our feet on it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you want your toes visible over your knees. What we're going to do is roll up. We're going to do one tuck and roll down. So see how I'm articulating my spine and then rolling back down. We have a bridge with a tuck in 3, 2, 1. So we roll up, do one tuck, roll down. Articulate the spine. Now it's pretty moderate tempo, so it's not super slow motion like I normally teach you guys to roll through your spine super slow. It's the same movement, but it's a faster tempo. You articulate, tuck, roll down. Lift up another inch, and roll down. I like to keep the elbows bent so I can kind of press them down. This helps me to use my backside body to stabilize so that I'm not scooting back or sliding away from the wall. We are going to scoot back for another ab exercise in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shimmy back away from the wall. Now we have a bicycle leg drop. So I'm going to go to that bicycle crutch. I'm going to lift the straight leg, lower the straight leg, and then switch. Lift, lower, switch. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Straight leg goes up, straight leg goes down, twist the other way. Straight leg up, straight leg down, and twist. So it's just a bicycle crunch, but we're adding the leg lift, the leg drop, and then we switch. Stay lifted the entire time. This one's tough because you never get to relax. With the leg movement, you're getting the transverse abdominis. That's the lowest, deepest layer of your core. With the chest up, we hit the rectus abdominis. That's the six-pack abs, the top layer. And with the rotation, we get the oblique. So you're working all 4 layers of your abdominals. I'm sure you can feel that. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and back to the wall. We're doing alternating bridges. So what I'm going to do is hover one foot up in tabletop. I'm going to lift, roll down, and switch. So I'm just pressing off the right leg for the first rep, second leg for the next rep. Keep the hips level. We start in 3, 2, 1. Roll it up, roll it down, roll it up, roll it down. Now with these bridges, especially with your feet on a wall or a couch, they're not going to be very high. I do not want you coming to your neck or to your shoulders. You're coming to the mid-back. The most important part here is keeping the hips square. I do not care how high you go. You should be rounded in your spine at the top of the bridge. So it's not a flat back, not a yoga bridge where you come up onto your neck. It's a small articulation of the spine, just about halfway up. Focusing on pelvic stability while strengthening the entire core. Glutes and hamstrings are part of your core, so are your abs, pelvic floor muscles. They're all working here. We have 3, 2, 1, reverse bicycle crunch. So now we start with the legs straight, hands behind the head, chest up. We're going to tuck one leg and twist, come back center, tuck the other leg and twist. We start in 3, 2, 1. Both legs straight, bend one knee, twist towards it. Back to 2 straight legs, switch. Back to 2 straight legs. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Keep your shoulder blades, your scapula lifted up off the mat for as long as you can. If you need to take a rest, listen to your body and take that rest, but come back into it when you're ready. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Keep working with me, guys. We have one more bridge variation. We're going to come up to the top of the bridge. In 10 seconds, we'll rest. And then we have the last bridge. What we're going to do is hold at the top of the bridge and pulse it. We rest in 3, 2, 1. Come back to the wall. And we're doing a bridge pulse. So you're going to roll up, holding at the top, just going down an inch, up an inch. They're really small movements. You are barely moving. Just squeeze those glutes in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. Now these are not fast. I don't like to use the word pulse a lot because pulsing is typically thought of as fast and bouncy. Think of more of a really controlled drop down, squeeze up, control down, engage up. Very small and very slow. So you're holding at the top and the bottom of each pulse. That way there's no momentum. It's not bouncy, it's just a small range of motion. Staying within that work zone where everything's contracted, the glutes, the hamstrings, the abs. Press those elbows down into your mat and keep the neck relaxed. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the beginning. We're going into our first bicycle variation. I lost the routine. Bicycle crunch flexion. So we start with the legs in tabletop, hands behind head. We're gonna lift up as we send the opposite leg forward in 3, 2, 1. So my left leg goes forward. I lift and twist to the right, come back down. Now lift and twist to the left as you straighten the right leg and come back down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Good, you guys. Try to lift a little bit higher. Reach that straight leg even further away from you. Every rep, you want to find new range here. Gently press the low back down into the mat. 10 seconds. And come out of it just as slow and controlled as you get into it. The way down is half of the work. We have 3, 2, 1. Back to the wall. Bridge with a pulse. So we roll up, we tuck once, and then we roll down. Just about to the bra line or bottom tip of the scapula, not a very high bridge. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Articulate up, 1 tuck, and roll down. Roll up, 1 tuck, roll down. When you articulate up, think of pulling the belly button down towards your spine. So your hips scoop up, but your navel scoops down. So you're narrowing that space in between the navel and the spine. You're looking straight up towards the ceiling, and you can do any arms you want. You can take the arms back behind you. You can do arms down by your sides, even arms to the ceiling. If you feel like you were slipping, just place those elbows down, go into your T-Rex arms. Squeeze your sit bones as you roll up. And we're here for 5 seconds. We're going into the bicycle leg drop in 3, 2, and 1. Find some space for those legs. This one's just like that normal bicycle crunch, but then we're gonna hold it, and then we lift the leg, lower the leg, and switch. We'll start that in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We lift, lower, and then twist towards the bent leg. Lift the straight one, lower the straight leg, and then twist towards the bent leg. The bent leg should be at 90 degrees, so 90 at the hip joint and 90 at the knee joint. The opposite leg is super, super straight. We are about halfway there. Lift a little higher, twist a little deeper. Remember, this is the last time you have to do this exercise. I know it's a lot of ab work, and these are not easy. You're working all 4 layers of the core with each of these abdominal exercises. They're not easy, but keep going. You don't have to do this one again. Get ready, guys. We have 5 seconds. Last bridge variation in 3, 2, 1. Just kidding, second to last bridge variation. We have that marching bridge now. So we're gonna alternate the legs. So one leg comes in tabletop. We're gonna lift up, come down, place the opposite foot down and switch. So one foot is in tabletop each time you lift. Let's start. Lift up, roll down, switch the feet. So every time your hips come down to the mat, that is when you're gonna switch the legs. Place it down, lift up. So as you lift, only one side is doing the work with the lower body, but your core is working the whole time to keep your hips square. So that's why it's not really high. You'll notice if you come up super high, the hips are jacked. They're super uneven. So this is a great example how in a lot of Pilates exercises, a smaller range of motion is going to be much more effective to perform the exercise correctly than this huge movement where we're out of alignment and out of control. Alignment and control are 2 huge parts of the practice, 2 of our main principles. Go ahead and rest. That was 45. Last one with the bicycle is the reverse bicycle crunch. This is that really hard one where the legs start straight, hands behind the head, we twist, come center, switch, come center in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exhale, twist. Inhale, 2 straight legs. Exhale, twist. Inhale, 2 straight legs. This will bring us, we have one more bridge variation, and that will bring us to the end of block 2. We have one more block to go after this. Keep the legs straight, big torso twist. Rotate as much as you can while keeping the low back level. 15 seconds. Breathe deep, take that knee to opposite elbow. 10 seconds, guys, stay lifted. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, back up to the wall. One more bridge variation. After that, it's all leg work. As if this isn't leg work, more leg work. Okay, bridge pulses. Feet up, flat against the wall. In 3, 2, and 1. We roll it up and we stay here, just going down 1 inch, up 1 inch, down 1 inch, up 1 inch. Go slow. Every time you lift, bring your sit bones to touch. Breathing out as you lift, in as you lower. Keep the 2 lowest rib bones on the front side body pulling in towards each other. Think of everything pulling in towards the middle of your body. Glutes, abs, ribs, navel, all drawing inward as those hips go up. Keep the neck relaxed, gently press into those elbows. 5 seconds, and 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, hands and knees for the next one. It's a quadruped position. We're doing hip cars, so we're gonna lift the right leg. Take it out to the side. Take it up to the ceiling and back down. We start this in 3, 2, 1. So we lift the right heel to the ceiling. Turn the knee and toes out to the side. Take it back to the ceiling and then lower. So we go up and then out like a hydrant and then back up and control it down. Up to the ceiling, out to the side, back up to the ceiling and down. So it's not quite a circle. It's like you're gonna circle it, but instead of lowering it down, you come back to where you came from. Heel up, leg out, heel up, and back down. So only the right leg's moving, but both sides are working so that our hips are not sinking over to the left. We're going side lying on our left side in 3, 2, 1, and lie down onto your left side. You can rest your head into your hand, left leg bent, right leg straight. We're gonna bend the right leg. We're gonna send it back and lift it up. My leg is back in a diagonal when I go into that lift. In 3, 2, 1. So I straighten the leg, lift it up and back, and then bend it to tabletop. Kick it back and up, and then bend it. Now, I like to keep this right hand down on the mat because it helps me to keep the rest of my body stable. The most important thing here is that your hips are square and stacked. They do not move. Your leg moves, but your hips don't. So it's a lot of work in the rest of your body. Even though you're lying on the side, it looks pretty relaxed. It's not. You're pushing into your bottom leg, you're pushing into your bottom elbow, you're pushing into that top hand. And this is all to keep you active and stable through the upper body, so we can allow the leg to be the only part moving. The leg lift is small. We're here for 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we're gonna come up onto the forearm, knees together, feet together, top hand on hip. We're gonna lift the bottom hip, clamshell the top leg, and come down. So my feet separate, my knees separate, and then I come back down in 3, 2, 1. So it's like a side plank. I'm lifting up as I clamshell the leg, and then come back down. So my bottom hip lifts, my bottom hip taps the mat. We exhale to lift up and inhale to lower down. So I'm shooting my hips forward as I lift and my butt goes back as I lower. So we have a hip hinge, we have abduction, rotating that leg outward away from the midline of the body. Keep going here, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So my feet separate at the top, my feet come together at the bottom. 10 seconds to go. We're going into those hip cars on the left leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hands and knees, we'll do those 3 on the other side. Now the left leg, come over here so you can see it a little better. We go up, out, up, and back down without anything else moving. In 3, 2, 1. So we lift the heels straight up. The leg stays bent. Take it out to the side. Lift it back up and then hover down. The left knee never actually touches the ground. It stays lifted the whole time. When you lift up, it's parallel. When you turn it out to the side, that's an external rotation or a turn out. And then when you come back, it's parallel. You want knee down, heel up, and resist down. Keep your belly button lifted, your spine really long and stable. So the crown of your head is reaching forward. Try not to let your neck round or your head drop down, and really push away from the mat with those palms. We're here for 5 seconds. We're going sideline on the right. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lie on your right side. This time we're all the way down. So your head is in your hand, right leg bent, left leg straight. We're gonna bend, lengthen, lift, lower. My leg is back at a diagonal. In 3, 2, 1. Bend it forward, press it back, lift it up. I like these with the feet flexed. You can do it with your foot relaxed. Also, just try on both and see what feels good for you. Remember, the most important part is that the only thing moving is your left leg. Everything else stays still. Even if that means the leg movement's not that big, it's okay. It doesn't have to be huge. We do want to keep the left leg at hip height as we bend it forward, so it's not allowed to drop down. It goes straight forward and then back to a diagonal and then lift up. 10 seconds to go. The slower you go, the more work is happening. So momentum is not your friend on this. It's going to make it easier. Go slow, control the movement. 3, 2, 1, rest. Going back to side clam. So we come up onto the elbow like you're in a side plank. Knees together, 45. We're going to lift the hips, lift that top leg, and lower down. The feet separate, the knees separate. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exhale, lift and rotate. Inhale, come back down. So I'm shooting my hips forward at the top, kind of like a bridge, but from my side. And then I'm bringing my butt back as I lower it down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. You can look up as you lift up towards the ceiling and look down as you go down. If you would like to bring your neck along with the movement, you can do that. You could also just keep the eyes gazing straight forward. Either one is acceptable. Try on both, see what you like. You have 15 seconds here. Exhale, lift, squeeze both sides. Not just the left one to rotate out, but you'll feel how much the right one is working to lift you up since we've already worked that right side. We have 3, 2, 1, and we go back to the beginning, right side hip cars. So we'll do this block one more time and then we're done. So right leg, we take it up, up, and down. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Right heel lifts up, take it out to the side. Lift the heel back up and then hover it above the mat. You want your hands right in front of your shoulders, like an inch or 2 in front of your shoulders. You want your back really, really flat. So from your ears, shoulders, ribs to hips, you've got a perfectly horizontal line. Move the legs slow, keep the foot flexed. Now on this second set, I can feel how much my left leg is working to stabilize because we just did the left leg, so those muscles are already nice and warm. So you can really feel how much work is happening in both sides, not just the right one to move, but the left one to stabilize. We have 4, 3, 2, and rest. Sideline on the left side. We're gonna do that bend to kick back. So we bend forward, we press it out, lift it up. Flexed foot in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Bend it, press it out, and lift it up. It's a tiny leg lift. Leg goes forward to 45 degrees, so your shin bone is parallel to the wall in front of you, and then you're gonna press it back behind the midline of your body for that tiny leg lift. Now with the leg lift, we wanna make sure it's not going so high that the space between your rib and hip shortens. There's no movement in the spine, only that leg. Eyes are looking straight forward, maybe slightly down towards the leg, that's okay as well. If you wanna look at your right foot, check it for alignment. Make sure that the blade of your foot is parallel to the ceiling and your knee is not allowed to go down. It goes straight forward. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, clamshells on that side. So left elbow goes down, knees are bent. Enjoy this rest while you can. The clamshells are not nice. We start them in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we lift the hips, rotate that top leg up, and then lower everything down. Tuck the hips forward as you lift. Send your butt back as you lower. Exhale up, and inhale down. To modify this one, you could always take out the hip lift part. This is a very advanced exercise, So if you're like, what the hell, Sam? Just do the clamshell without lifting your bottom hip. It's still going to work the same muscles on the right leg that we're targeting. Adding in the hip lift just activates the left side more and a little bit more core work here. So you've got that side plank action going on. But know that there's always a way to modify the exercise. If you hate these or if you feel like you're not doing them correctly, stay down and just do the clamshell with the right leg. And we're here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going hip cars on the left side now. So hands and knees. Last time with these, we're gonna go left heel up, out like a dog on a fire hydrant, lift back up and down. We start in 3, 2, 1. Heel goes up, leg rotates out, go back up, heel to the sky, and then down to hover. Lift, rotate out, lift back up, hover down. Relax the right foot. The toes should be untucked. Again, you can modify that if you need to. If you have any like serious toe cramping or something, you could tuck the toes, but try to keep your feet relaxed. So that right leg is not, or that right foot rather, is not helping you. You want the work in the hip to keep you stable. Keep the navel up, keep the back of the neck lifted. We have 10 seconds. Squeeze that leg out to the side. Bring your ankle out as wide as your knee. So you have a 90-degree angle at the knee joint. We have 3, 2, 1, side lying on the right side. So this one, your elbows down, hand is in your head is in your hand. Left leg is straight. Notice how it's lifted up in hip height. It does not drop down. We start in 3, 2, and 1. Bend it forward, press it back and lift. Little bend, big press and lift. That left leg should be behind the midline, so behind your shoulders as you press back and lift up. Halfway there, guys. Inhale when you bend it. Exhale, press and lift it. I know these ones are not nice, especially for 45 seconds. We're working small muscles. They fatigue pretty quick. We have 3 exercises in a row working all those hip muscles. So enjoy the rest while you can. And if you need an extra rest, take it and come back when you're ready. It's always important that you listen to your body and keep correct form. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, clamshells, this is the last exercise, and then we're just gonna take a nice little mobility flow, cool down, and stretch. So up on the elbow, knees together, feet together. Last set here in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift the hips, lift that top leg, and then lower everything down. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. So we wanna drive down into the right elbow and knee as we lift up. So you're not just working the left side, the right side is doing a ton of work to lift your whole body up. Full body work here. This is a great one for hip mobility. We have 20 seconds of work. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. We have 10 seconds. A few more reps here. See if you can rotate that left leg out even more, pointing your knee all the way up to the ceiling. Send the hips further forward. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're gonna lie onto our back. We're gonna stretch out those glutes. We just did a lot of glute work back to back to back, so we're gonna lie down. Take the right ankle over the left thigh. From here, you can stay right here and just press against the right thigh lightly. For me, that's a big enough stretch. I'm totally chilling right here. If you wanna increase the stretch, you can lift your left leg to tabletop and wrap your hands behind the thigh. It's super important that you are not grabbing on top of your left shin. You want to grab behind the thigh. This is to protect your knee joint. You can rock the leg side to side, do whatever feels good there. And then we're going to switch. Let's plant the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right. Again, you can gently press that left thigh away from you. Make sure you're not pushing on the knee, but you're on the thigh. If you would like to deepen the stretch, take the right leg up in tabletop. You can wrap your hands behind that right thigh. Again, just making sure it's not on the actual knee joint. From here, we'll take a hamstring stretch. Both legs are straight. We're gonna take the right leg to the ceiling and wrap your hands behind either the thigh or the calf, but again, not the knee joint. From here, we're gonna roll the right ankle. Just make circles. We'll do 5 each way. Releasing the shins, the calves, the ankles, the feet. After your 5, reverse your circles. Notice any tension you may feel. Arch of the foot, top of the foot, shins, calf, all of that is working here. And then let's go ahead and switch that. Take the left leg straight to the ceiling. You can grab behind the calf or thigh. Draw 5 circles each way. And reverse. Go slow with those circles. Feel everything moving around there as you stretch the hamstrings. And after your 5 circles, go ahead and come up to your hands and knees. We're gonna do a little spinal mobility here, so cat and cow. Our hands are on the mat, shoulder distance apart. We're gonna push into the mat, tuck the chin to the chest, and round the spine as much as you can. This not only stretches your back, but it activates your abdominals. Now keep your abdominals just gently engaged, and you're gonna reverse that, slightly arching the back, stretching the front side body. Continue pushing away from the mat so that we are not sinking into the shoulders. Do one more. Tuck the chin to the chest, round your spine. You're trying to split the mat apart with your palms. And then gently drop the navel down. Reach your sternum forward. This is a stretch for your front body. It's not about sinking into the low back. Come to flat back, neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, come to a down dog. Drive your heels closer to the ground and start to pedal out your feet. Bend one knee and then the other and just switch that back and forth a few times. Then drive both heels down to the ground. Hold for one more breath. Deep inhale. Big exhale, let it go. And then we're going to walk the feet to hands or hands to feet. Find a forward fold position. Plant the right palm down onto your mat, about a palm distance in front of your toes. Bend your right leg, twist to the left, reaching your left arm straight through the ceiling. Feel that stretch in your left hamstring, your low back. And then switch. Plant the left palm, bend the left knee, twist open to the right. Big spine twist, stretching all the muscles in line with the spine. Come back down to center. Softly bend the knees. Let the head hang heavy. Shake it yes. Shake it no. Releasing tension from the neck or cervical spine. Shake your head yes one more time. Bend your knees so much that your belly touches your thighs. Tuck your chin so much that it touches your chest. And then rebuild your spine. Restack it all the way back up to standing position. When you arrive at the top, look straight forward, eye level, and rotate your shoulders back and down a few times. You guys are all set. Awesome work today. Thank you for joining me for our Tuesday mat Pilates. I'll be back on Thursday. Same format, 45-second intervals, 15 seconds in between. If you guys have any requests, any suggestions, any exercises, formats, anything you guys like, don't like, always open to your feedback. You can feel free to unmute and give me any feedback that you may have now. If not, I'll see you again soon. What's up, you guys? You guys are quiet. Thank you. Thanks, Jay. I hope you like it. Timer. How you feeling?
Thank you. That was such a good class, Sam. That was awesome.
Thank you, Erica. I'm glad you liked it. It's always good
I want to see how my brother liked it. Jay, did you like it?
Yeah, how'd you feel, Jay? Oh, I think I'm going to unmute you so we can hear you. How do I do that?
Jay, unmute yourself.
Oh, I think I muted him as he unmuted it.
Oh. He just thumbs up.
Cool. All right, good. I'm glad you liked it. Hopefully you join us again. Thank you for coming. All right, Jen, how you feeling?
That was awesome. I'm excited about tomorrow's too.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, tomorrow, guys, I also have a different class. It's a hip Pilates class. It's mat Pilates with some high-intensity interval training intervals. That one's 6 p.m. Tomorrow. If you want information on that, we can hook you up with that also. Otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday. Cool.
Bye, Sam.
All right. Bye, Jen. Good to see you. Thanks, Layla. Thank you, Helia. How you guys doing?
Thank you so much.
Good. You're welcome. Cool, cool. See you soon.